Right now, live at 5, the pandemic, a surge in migrants, and North Korea. We have more from President Biden's first press conference since taking office. And if you're a business owner who received a paycheck protection loan, some state lawmakers are pushing to make sure you don't get taxed on the money. Plus,
coming up tonight, preparations for the Duluth Air Show are underway.
Meanwhile, if you were helping to get Twins tickets, you had to act fast. We have more on how quickly they sold out.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Welcome to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look over Duluth. While the pandemic grounded the city's air show in 2020, come June, the Twin Port skies will once again be filled with impressive aerial acrobatics. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kristen Bakke. Today, organizers explained how they plan to make the event that typically draws in thousands a safe one. CBS3's Emma Quinn lays out the changes.
Preparations for the Duluth Air Show are underway, and a variety of performers, including the U.S. Navy Blue Angels, are set to take off here at the Duluth International Airport on June 26th and 27th. The show, which usually attracts tens of thousands of people to Duluth over the weekend, will look different as there are currently capacity limits for large events in Minnesota. Under current restrictions, only 10,000 guests will be allowed in the event space each day. Air show officials say they've been meeting with the Department of Health to best plan the show, including how to implement social distancing and hand sanitizing efforts. Visit Duluth officials say events like the air show have a large impact on the city's visitor economy. Organizers' past estimates have put that figure around $10 million, so they're happy it's returning this year.
And as we look to returning to a new normal, this event will take place safely and will be a tremendous kickoff to really our summer tourism season taking place in June.
Since Essentia Health is a sponsor of the event, officials say they've been very helpful in the planning process, as well to ensure the event is put on as safely as possible. Air show officials say they are planning the event under current COVID-19 restrictions here in Minnesota, but they say they are prepared to make adjustments should restrictions change.
It's always a fun show. Thanks, Emma. And those who bought tickets for the 2020 Air Show can either get a refund or use those tickets for this year's event. Tickets are also on sale online right now. And coming up tonight at 6, we'll take a deeper look at how the U.S. Navy Blue Angels are prepping for this year's show after many of their 2020 performances were hampered by COVID-19. Minnesota's governor is asking the state Senate to pass his summer learning plan as soon as possible. The $150 million plan would help students catch up on their education after a COVID-disrupted year. The money would fund field trips, mental health support, summer preschool, and college courses for graduating seniors. The House has already passed the bill. The Senate must act before April 15th, so schools have time to prepare. Meanwhile, Governor Walz has rescheduled his postponed State of the State address. He'll deliver it at 6 o'clock Sunday night from his former classroom at Mankato West High School. Walz was supposed to give the speech last weekend, but needed to quarantine after being exposed to COVID. You can watch the State of the State live on our website and our Facebook page. 2 months into his term, President Biden faced the press for his first formal news conference. While he sought to highlight the progress his administration says they've made on COVID-19, reporters pressed him on a number of other key issues, including immigration and gun reform. Karin Kafa has the details from Washington.
Just more than 9 weeks into his presidency, Joe Biden facing the press in his first news conference.
I want to give you a progress report to the nation.
The event happening later for Biden than it did for his 15 recent predecessors. The White House saying the president wanted to keep focus on his COVID-19 recovery agenda in his first weeks. On that topic, he announced a new vaccination target for the country.
We will, by my 100th day in office, have administered 200 million shots in people's arms. No other country in the world has even come close.
But in recent days, other urgent issues have demanded a spot on his agenda. In the wake of mass shootings in Georgia and in Boulder, Colorado, that took the lives of 18 people within a week, Biden was pressed for how he'll work with a sharply divided Congress to deliver on the gun control reform he's promised.
It's a matter of timing.
And similarly, about a legislative solution as the U.S. grapples with an influx of migrants, many of them unaccompanied children, at the southern border with Mexico, overwhelming detention centers amid the ongoing pandemic.
What we're doing now is attempting to rebuild the system that can accommodate what is happening today.
In addition to domestic policy issues, Biden also addressing a number of foreign policy challenges, including North Korea, China, and Russia. In Washington, I'm Karen Kafa.
The Biden administration also says it will spend $10 billion to get COVID-19 shots to low-income, underserved, and rural communities. The Department of Health and Human Services will dedicate $6 billion to community health centers in an effort to expand COVID-19 testing, vaccination efforts, and treatment. The announcement also expands vaccine eligibility to all frontline workers and people age 16 and over with high-risk medical conditions. Funding will be earmarked for training healthcare workers and building confidence in the vaccine itself. And new tonight at 5, all Minnesotans over the age of 16 will be eligible for the COVID-19 vaccine starting next week. According to Minnesota Public Radio, Governor Tim Walz is expected to make that announcement tomorrow. People in that age range can start making appointments on Tuesday. Right now, only people with certain health conditions and high-risk jobs are eligible. Health department leaders say they're expecting a major increase in vaccine doses the first week in April. And as a reminder, we have set up a local vaccine information center on our website to ensure you can stay up to date on the latest information as it becomes available. You can find that on CBS3Duluth.com. Well, the question remains whether Minnesota small business owners who receive loans during the pandemic will have to pay state taxes on them. In a virtual meeting today, Minnesota's GOP lawmakers and small business owners called on House Democrats to make sure Paycheck Protection Program loans are not taxed by the state. Hospitality businesses could use the loans for things like payroll, employee benefits, rent, and more. Other states in the Midwest made these loans exempt from state income tax, but Minnesota still plans on taxing them despite GOP efforts.
And Minnesota businesses are the people who employ Minnesotans and really are the lifeblood of our economy. So it's really wrong of them to do that.
The bill waiving state tax on PPP loans passed in the Senate but has not gotten far in the House. It needs congressional approval before going to Governor Tim Walz to sign. And 2 top Wisconsin Republicans are calling for workers to return to the office by the 4th of July. Assembly Speaker Robin Vos and Senate Majority Leader Devin LeMahieu praised the state's vaccination efforts. He says Wisconsin's trends are encouraging, and Vos says he hopes to see people back in the office this summer and avoid what he called a pandemic hangover. It's up to Wisconsin businesses to decide if their employees work at home or in person. And happening now, Duluth police are on the scene of a crash involving one of their own squad cars. The crash happened within the last hour near West College Street and Kenwood Avenue. That's near the College of St. Scholastica entrance. Some traffic is being diverted in the area. No word yet if anyone was hurt. We'll bring you the latest updates as they're made available. Well, Dave is here for a first check of the weather. Right off the top of the show, we saw that beautiful look over Duluth. Blue skies, quite the change from the last couple days.
Yeah, very much so for some towns. Not everybody has that blue sky right now. We'll take a live look up towards Ely where the clouds are still lingering. And you can see from last night there was a little bit of fresh snow that fell, but a lot of that, of course, already cleared up. We're eyeing up Robinson Lake. They're outside of town, wondering if it's going to ice out anytime soon, and it doesn't look like it. Frankly, because it's cooler than normal just by a hair today and probably tomorrow as well. And a little fresh snow could be coming to call once we get into Saturday. Doppler map right now, though, shows that for a lot of towns, indeed, the bluer sky is coming across as the clouds fade away. They'll battle back and forth here as the night goes on between cloudier and clearer, and then become at least partly sunny for tomorrow. High temp of 35 degrees is cooler than normal by about 3 degrees. But by Saturday, when we get another chance of a rain-snow mix, it may try to start to warm up a hair. Well, how much precip are we going to get from this go-around? I'll show you the latest charts on that coming up in just a few more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. Still to come on Live at 5, gearing up to take the plunge. Park Point is getting ready for the frigid tradition. That's next in City by City.
You're watching Live at 5 with Kristen Vaki. And weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live Local CBS3. CBS3 News is brought to you by Ralph Eye Care Specialists.
You got the gear, but do you have the internet to power it? Go full speed. Get extreme internet starting at $19.99 a month for a year. Show your tech some respect and see what it can really do with speeds from 60 meg up to 1 gig, powerful in-home Wi-Fi, and 99.99% network reliability. Get extreme internet starting at $19.99 a month for a year and get ready to go full speed. Dial 844-EXTREME2.
A lot of people think, well, I'll wait until May and get my bike repaired, and we're saying bring it in early. We have a full repair staff. You'll get the bike back quickly, so you'll have the bike when you want to start riding.
You'll love the road ahead when you drive the 2021 Subaru Impreza. Standard EyeSight driver assist technology gives you an extra set of eyes on the road to help keep the journey safe. And the Impreza is a smart choice down the road. The 2021 Impreza. More than a car, it's a Subaru.
Lease the new 2021 Subaru Impreza for $219 a month during the Subaru A Lot to Love event going on now.
Saving a life is easy with Memorial Blood Centers. Donating blood is essential for healthcare and the health of our community, especially during a pandemic. To schedule an appointment or learn more, call 1-888-448-3253 or visit mbc.org.
They're live, they're local. Watch the CBS3 News with Kristen Vaki and Anthony Matt tonight at 6, right after the CBS Evening News at 5:30.
Look how everyone stops with a red light.
You don't stop for traffic lights in Afghanistan?
No, we are too busy. We have places to go.
The whole time I served in Afghanistan, Al was my interpreter.
Thank you for keeping my brother safe.
We are fixing your marriage.
I really appreciate you trying to help, but you have no idea what you're stepping into.
When the world says that to America, it doesn't listen. Why should I?
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Giants Ridge in Biwabik, Minnesota. Still pretty snow-packed up there. As we inch toward the weekend, Dave will join us in just a few minutes with your full forecast. But first, let's take a look around the region. A movie theater on the Iron Range reopening its doors, and people are gearing up to take the polar plunge for a good cause. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. Starting things off in Mountain Iron, where Cinema 6 will soon reopen their doors for moviegoers. Starting tomorrow evening, film fanatics can catch their favorite movies at the theater. They've been closed for the pandemic, offering popcorn and candy sales to go only. You can reserve your ticket today by booking online. And staying on the Iron Range, Representative Julie Sandsted will host a virtual town hall this Saturday at 10 a.m. She'll be joined by Representative Dave Lislegard for an update on the legislative session and to hear from community members. Everyone is welcome to attend. It will be streamed live on Sandsted's Facebook page. And ending on Duluth's Park Point, where they're gearing up for the 20th annual Polar Plunge. It consists of people jumping into the frigid water to raise money for Special Olympics Minnesota. The Duluth Plunge has raised more than $2 million over the past 19 years. The plunge starts this Saturday at noon. You can sign up for a time slot online. There's also a virtual plunge option. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city. And still to come, a new space to help people without a home freshen up.
Well, now that yesterday's low has left, temperatures have tumbled, and today's high temp in Duluth only 29 degrees, cooler than the normal of 38. And we probably won't break normal tomorrow either. Saturday, there's a chance, but it still will be cool enough for another round of rain-snow mixes. How much will we get this time? I'll show you the latest chart coming up right after the break.
Want to know how we make your glasses so fast? It's all done right here. With a lab in every store, our skilled techs handle your glasses from start to finish. You get them in as little as 30 minutes. No cut corners. Just quality, affordable glasses. Only at iMart Express.
Do you worry about going to the dentist? Well, relax. The Carefree Dental Card is now available in your area. Call the number on your screen and we'll send your actual card at no cost today. With the Carefree Dental Card, you go to the dentist whenever you need and you instantly pay a lot less. The Carefree Dental Card is just $15.95 a month. So call now and make going to the dentist carefree.
Call 1-800-945-8449 to receive your free Carefree Dental Card information kit.
What are you doing? Don't you even know how to dump your trash? Poop fairy? It's no poop fairy. And I'm more than dog poop and parks. I care about everything that hits our streams and lakes, including your overflowing garbage. Your trash starts here and ends here.
Hey, that goes right to the water.
Learn a poop ton more online.
Be a little bit brave. We'll never be afraid to.
Got a couple questions.
Do you think it's time for schools to reopen?
We are still talking about the story, and rightfully so.
Order your 2022 Polaris snowmobile now from Duluth Lawn and Sports.
The U.S. Navy Blue Angels are coming back to Duluth in June. Full details tonight.
Yesterday's snow didn't do much for most of the region, but another round is coming. I'll talk about when.
Tonight at 6 on CBS3.
CBS3 weather is brought to you by Kerry Toyota.
Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
All right, let's talk about high temperatures because after a long warm spell, we're back to the cool side. Luckily, it's not the polar vortex. We don't have to worry about that, but we'll be bubbling under normal by a few degrees, at least through tomorrow. Maybe Saturday will start to perk up again. Today's high temps, well, we talked about 29 being the airport high just a few minutes ago. Looks like it's nudged up to 30. Woohoo, Ely's there as well. 40 International Falls, one of our hot spots. 33 for Hayward, 32 towards Watersmeet. Even cooler around Ironwood and Ashland. 30 straight up for those towns as well. Well, like I mentioned, the warm-up should start to ease our way. Perhaps on Saturday we'll go back into the 40s for most towns, and maybe by Monday we'll go back into the 50s, but not forever. I'll talk about how long in just a bit, along with that next chance of rain-snow mixes coming around for Saturday. Current conditions at the airport, it is 30, relative humidity 72%, east winds running 11 miles per hour, and our air pressure has started to nudge back up. 30.02 inches of mercury is a fairly weak area of high pressure. Takes over for tonight and for tomorrow. I think we'll get a mostly cloudy sky tonight and partly sunny sky tomorrow. And then, of course, overcast on Saturday when the next low comes to call. Current temps are running from 26 to 28 in the Upper Peninsula and only 28 to 31 here in northwestern Wisconsin. Ashland on the cool side at 28. Superior on the warm side at 31. 34 Moose Lake really isn't that warm either. 30 towards Cloquet and Hermantown. 27 Silver Bay. 32 Ely. Mesabi range numbers running from 37 on one end to 41 on the other, and 40 for International Falls. Getting now into the Doppler map. Well, that low pressure system yesterday ran about a ½ inch to an inch of rain for a lot of towns, and the snow totals north of Duluth and into the snow belt ran from about a trace to 2 inches for some locations. Didn't get as much as expected, but it still made the road slippery. Well, right now, as that low leaves, the clouds are trying to dissipate and leave as well, but we see them retreating and then surging back and forth. So like we saw in Ely, there's still some clouds up above. But for many of the rest of us, we're getting a little peak of sunshine here before the sun sets in just a couple of hours. Well, what's going to be coming down the pike for tomorrow? Well, that week high still keeps us dry and at least partially sunny. But again, things will change on Saturday as our next low comes in from the Pacific Northwest, brings us a 60% chance for a rain-snow mix, which in turn gives way back towards sunshine by Sunday, and then a warm spell beginning on Monday, but perhaps only a short one. Show you with the 7-day forecast. First, we start with actually, let's take a look at Ooh, that's really bloomed up since I last looked at it. Now it looks like we could get some stick and snow coming here for Saturday to the tune of an inch or two for many places. We'll keep an eye on that as time goes on. Now back to the forecast. Tonight, Minnesota, 18 to 28, mostly cloudy sky. Wisconsin, Michigan, about 20 to 25, mostly cloudy sky. Tomorrow should be partially sunny for Wisconsin and the UP, 38 to 43. Minnesota should be partly sunny with highs from about 35 to 45, cooler by the lake and warmer inland. Here's the extended forecast calling for that 60% chance for the potential of another rain-snow mix and maybe even a couple inches of snow before it all goes away by Sunday, Kristen. And by Monday, there we hit 57 degrees. 57 Monday, 52 on Tuesday. Won't last long because back into the 30s by Wednesday.
Just that roller coaster ride we're on.
That it is.
Welcome to spring in Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan.
Yeah.
Got to get all three. Thanks, Dave. Well, we have new details in the crash involving a Duluth police squad car that we told you about early on in the show. The crash happened within the last hour near West College Street and Kenwood Avenue. That's near the College of St. Scholastica entrance. The squad car was traveling with its lights on when it collided with a car turning left. We now know the officer is being treated for a minor injury at a local hospital. The 4 people in the other vehicle did not report any injuries. Minnesota's Attorney General will hold a roundtable tonight aimed at stopping hate crimes against Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders. Reports of those crimes have only risen during the pandemic. The roundtable, featuring lawmakers and community leaders, starts at 6 o'clock on the Minnesota Attorney General's Facebook page. A new space to help those without a home freshen up is officially open. Duluth's Damiano Center says its new hygiene facility has been needed for a long time now. It has 6 units with showers and toilets in each one. The facility will be open from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Monday through Friday. While it's a mobile facility, you can find it outside the Damiano Center on West 4th Street and 2nd Avenue. You can drop by or you can make an appointment. It's that time of the show where we get to talk about adoptable pets, and today's pet comes to us from Range Regional Animal Rescue in Hibbing. This is Baby. He's a 3-year-old domestic short-hair cat. This black and white cat is pretty shy at first, but very gentle. Once Baby gets comfortable, he is much more open and playful. He would be able to go to most homes without much issue. He just needs a few spaces to hide away and call his own. If you'd like to set up an appointment to adopt Baby, then you can call the number on your screen. Still to come, tickets for the Minnesota Twins went on sale this morning. How quickly they sold. And a jam-packed food distribution event in Duluth today, why they had to start the process early.
At Ralph Eye Care Specialists, we help your family see well. We check your child's need for glasses, and we screen for problems which are best treated early in life. We test your parents for diseases like macular degeneration and glaucoma. These often have no early symptoms, so regular eye exams are important. And we care for you, providing routine and emergency care for your lifetime. Call now to schedule an appointment at Ralph Eye Care Specialists.
Did you know that 178 million Americans are missing at least one tooth?
It's true. That's why at Affordable Dentures and Implants, we only focus on tooth replacement solutions.
Whether it's a single tooth, full dentures, or dental implants, we have an experienced dentist who can create a new smile just for you.
At a price that's affordable.
Because at Affordable Dentures and Implants, we want you to go ahead and smile.
You wouldn't pour OJ this way. And you don't have to pour paint this way either. Try Dutch Boy Platinum Plus paint in the twist and pour container with a built-in spout. Easy to hold, open, and pour. Only at Menards. Dutch Boy paints make transforming your world easy.
Kids and dogs, you gotta love them. But when in the wear is too much and it's time to replace those floors, visit Cloquet Flooring for fresh ideas.
Hello, I'm Shelley. We all know replacing flooring in your home is a sizable investment.
With all pet protection and warranty, covering all pets, all accidents, all the time, we've got you covered. Contact Cloquet Flooring today to get your free in-home estimate or visit us online at cloquetflooring.com. See our virtual showroom.
Serving with hometown pride, Cloquet Flooring.
Saving a life is easy with Memorial Blood Centers. Donating blood is essential for healthcare and the health of our community, especially during a pandemic. To schedule an appointment or learn more, call 1-888-448-3253 or visit mbc.org.
You better have a good reason for paging me 911.
The fans are screaming for Clarice.
I think I have some things I need to look at.
Binge the first 5 episodes now.
Do not tell me to slow down. You catch up.
Before the next secret unfolds.
This is going to get very ugly.
I am trying to find out how deep this goes.
A new Clarice, Thursday, April 1st, or stream anytime on CBS.
Looking for a career in advertising? KBJR Television has immediate openings to be an account executive. You'll provide clients with advertising products, including television commercial airtime and digital solutions. The ideal applicant will have previous sales experience, excellent communication skills, and strong time management and organization skills. To apply, send your resume to General Sales Manager Joe Biondi at jbiondi@kbjr.com.
Baseball fans are stoked as single game tickets for the Minnesota Twins went on sale this morning and they sold fast. Fans could buy tickets for the first 17 games of the 2021 season. The weekend of the home opener is sold out. That's April 8th through the 11th against the Seattle Mariners. Due to COVID, Target Field has a maximum capacity of 10,000 fans per game, and guests will be seated in pods. We have information on where you can purchase tickets on our website. Well, by the time a food distribution event officially started this morning, crews had already handed out half of what they had to offer. The Duluth labor community was distributing 2,600 boxes of free food at the deck. They started an hour and a half early because people were already lined up and waiting. Craig Olson, president of the Duluth Building Trades Council, says this shows just how big of a need there still is during the pandemic.
A lot of people are still struggling. A lot of people are still not working. And a lot of industries are still hurting because of this pandemic. So it really feels good to come out and help out the community.
The distribution was part of the federal Farmers to Families program. They held a similar event last month where thousands of people showed up.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News, President Biden's first press conference, what he's saying about the crisis at the border and his plans to run again in 2024. Plus, news tonight on the largest sexual abuse settlement in U.S. history against a college or university, and how Quality Time with Horses is offering an emotional lifeline for kids in need. That's tonight on the CBS Evening News.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health. March is Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month. If you're 50 or older, ask your doctor about screening options.
Find the home of your dreams with Homes by Edmunds. Whether you're buying or selling, trust Duluth's oldest real estate company, Homes by Edmunds, LLP. Sunday mornings at 10:30 on CBS3.
Spring into super savings during the Ready, Set, Go Toyota sales event at Cary Toyota in Superior. Lease a flashy new all-wheel drive Highlander or Highlander Hybrid and Toyota will pay your first payment up to $600. Lease this new sporty all-wheel drive Camry LE and your first month's payment is on Toyota. Looking for great gas mileage? Lease a sparkling new Corolla or Corolla Hybrid at Cary Toyota and Toyota will pay your first payment. Toyota's Ready, Set, Go sales event is on now through March 31st. Hurry in to score your awesome deal from Cary Toyota in Superior. Voted best car dealer in the Northland 22 times.
Greg ended up being a fantastic candidate for a partial knee replacement. We have the advantage here at Memorial Medical Center to use Corey, which is a robotic platform for doing knee replacement. In Greg's case, the system allows us to go in, we do a 3D mapping of his actual knee. Then we can do a simulated knee replacement where we can change the size of the components, the type of component that we're going to put in. We can change the position of the components in 0.5 millimeter increment and 0.5 degree. It gives us a level of input and information that we never had before.
At UCare, we have something to say to all our members, new and old. Thanks
for choosing UCare, giving us more reasons to keep moving forward and doing what we do best, answering questions and helping members make the most of their plan benefits. Because we're simplifiers, decomplicators, and, well, figure-outers. Call or go online. We're here for you. Hey, we're always around somewhere.
Get local vaccine information all at CBS3Duluth.com. Men's wardrobe provided by Mainstream Fashions for Men, celebrating 30 years in business in 2021 with 30% off store-wide, downtown Duluth.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Thursday evening. Let's take a look back at today's top story, and we'll see what's coming up tonight at 6. 2 months into his presidency, President Biden faced the press for his first formal news conference. The event happened later for Biden than it did for his 15 recent predecessors. The White House says the president wanted to keep focus on his COVID recovery agenda. Biden announced a new vaccination target for the country. By his 100th day in office, he wants to have administered 200 million shots. Reporters pressed him on a number of other key issues, including immigration and gun reform. And coming up tonight at 6, it's no secret Duluth's housing market is a tough one right now for buyers. Coming up at 6, we hear about the struggles of people wanting to buy a house and how realtors are actively looking for sellers to get more homes on the market. That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next. We hope to see you right back here at 6.